Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaste, friends. When we were creating a Excel file for finding Muhurta, there were people who came back to me saying that there are some important points that we might miss when selecting a Muhurta, and he was suggesting multiple things. And one item that struck me strongly was the eclipse part. In a way, I fixed a muhurta for some griha pravesam, and at the last minute, I failed to check the eclipse day around that date, and then I had to modify it at the last minute, and it gave a lot of trouble to the party. And then I realized, normally in Panchanga we don't see it listed, especially when we take the way Jagannatha Vora lists out. Sometimes we miss the eclipse point. So it is, once you narrow down on a time, you have to definitely check, hopefully, plus or minus at least, you should preferably avoid that fortnight itself when eclipse happens. At least plus or minus, I would say 5 days this side and that side of the eclipse day. So getting the eclipse when it happens, the time when it happens is a very important factor. And of course, Jagannath Ora gives it right away once you put a date. And he thought in case people want it in Excel for carrying it forward to other calculations or something, check the Swiss ephemeris, how does it do? And therefore, this Excel file has come about. So in this, what I have done is you give the user has to input just the longitude, the latitude, the time zone, and then a base date around which you want to know whether there is an eclipse just before that or after that. So in case you want to check in the forward direction, you choose forward here, or if you want to choose in the backward, you choose the backward as well. And then immediately the global solar and the global lunar, local lunar eclipse dates, when the time of the eclipse begins, and all those parameters get listed out here based upon a code that is already now inbuilt in the VBA portion of this year. You can cross verify it with with Jagannath Vora. Maybe let us check a particular date, something 20, some arbitrary date is there. So let me also go to Jagannath Vora and see September 18, 2024 is a eclipse date, it says. That's a lunar eclipse. So let me maybe copy this just for the sake of comparison. So it does report 18th, the day the eclipse happens, and it's a global lunar eclipse at 6:10:58 a.m. So you have this 6:11 I have put here, the seconds are not there. The 7:42 is the time of the partial phase. Then maximum eclipse point is at 8:14. The end of the partial phase is 8:45, and so on and so forth. I think the end of the penumbral phase is on the 10:17, September 8, and how can that be? Okay, I don't know, it's morning time it says. Okay, 10 o'clock in the morning. That is not listed here. Anyway, the numbers that I get are actually, where are they? I mean, this is the output that I get. The lunar eclipse global. This is the function that outputs a list of parameters as an output, and this is what the BBA code outputs. Similarly, I think there is one here hiding here. You can unhide that. And here, this is the solar eclipse global. Given the, it needs the date. That's all, and whether you want to check it forward or backward. Those are the, maybe I'll put absolute, yeah. So this number 5 is some error code, and the rest are all dates and The rest some time values are there. So you can cross check that it turns out all right as per what I have seen. You also try to download and check and make use of it. So if you fix a time, ensure that there is no nearby eclipse around for some good muhurta, but avoid eclipses is why this was essentially built. Yeah, I will put the downloadable link for this Excel. Download it, use it, and give comments so that we can create such in the future as well. Thank you.